welcome back to another edition of the John Wayne Surge Protector Podcast, 6040 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I'm Alex Midway, and today's special guest is a return of a $50 fill-up, because that is what I paid at the pump the other day.
I was about $46, which is slightly different than the normal $35 fill-up. Cannot wait for those I Did That Trump stickers.
Well, I technically have a bunch of them. I might start putting them up. But the good news is, apparently oil has finally gone back down because Trump said the war is almost over. We are way ahead of schedule. Everything is great. Don't believe what your eyes are telling you.
Yep. And aside from a handful of people that don't believe that, pin in that for later. This thing should be over just as fast as that little dust up they had in Ukraine.
One side saying they're going to start bombing hard as hell, and the other side's like, yeah, we're almost done. And then, buddy, it's going to be a good look at midterms.
You remember that time Bush said mission accomplished? And then we were there until, like 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we remember that's a thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah. We're up to 180 casualties, and we haven't even left the bases yet.
No, it's not 180 deaths, though.
It's 7 deaths. We're up to 7 deaths, 180 casualties.
Yeah, I did see our brothers got bruised, evidently fairly severely over there, but managed to pull through.
Mm-hmm. Again, this is us literally on our bases with all the defenses, not going outside the wire, and we are taking these L's.
Under the leadership...
one thing I learned today?
What did you learn?
It was, I was watching some newscasts, and again, AIPAC's going to be after us on this one, but apparently any kind of footage that of Israel that you broadcast out there has to be approved by the Israeli government. So the only images that they ever will show... Whoa, careful there, Siri. There's no need to listen to me. The only footage that you'll ever see on TV is that of hospitals. Like, you will never see a military building because the Israelis will not allow that to be put out there. It is wild.
And here we've been making jokes about Hollywood this whole time. Yikes. But otherwise, how was your day going today?
It was good. I baked myself like a little lizard in the Arizona sun. It's a little bit of a slow roll day today as we get back into it, but kind of productive. Felt good. It was nice to be outside. And how's life in the working world?
So, I know you're a sauna guy. I am not.
I was actually working on mine today.
But I left my little unventilated cubicle office over here and went to the gym, trying to, got to get ready for my fantasy football last place punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my coworkers played a hilarious joke by setting up a space heater inside my unventilated office and letting that bad boy run for about an hour and a half before I got back. So it's been about 2 hours and my office is still, a glorious 81 degrees in here.
Buddy, you wanted a shred. That's going to help. Should have been napping in your car at lunch like with normal people.
Well, now, once this podcast is over, I can go back to my real job of finding a way to punish him. Thinking expensive cheese smeared on the backside of his workstation, but I'm not sure yet. We could be in dead fish territory.
Does he go to the gym?
He goes in the mornings before he comes in.
Do you know where his creatine or protein powder is?
Actually, I do.
X-Lax. Just add freaking, what's it called? An S-load of fiber to it.
I want to go a little bit higher. Go a couple branches up higher. Well, I'm going to think of something and hopefully reporting back Thursday.
But your idea was cheese smearing. I'm telling you, he's going to have explosive diarrhea at the gym nonstop. Like, he won't catch on to this thing for a while.
No, I think he catches on pretty quickly.
Fair enough. Well, no one's here to listen about our lives. They're here for the content because the media is controlled by the gay lizard people and we're your only source of information. So let's get started. Tesla ticker, we're kicking out the hits. 96 when we left you guys on Thursday, 3.99 today, and it went up because there is news that the vice president of finance over the last 17 years, Sunil Palani, is leaving a company. He played a key role in Tesla's Series E and F fund fundraising rounds, the Department of Energy loan guarantees, so that was way back when, the company's 2010 IPO, and it was which was the first time a U.S. automaker went public since 1956. So it's kind of a short list of contributions. And if Musk runs this company anything like Trump runs the candidacy, he's going to put someone who dropped out of high school but hung out for January 6th in the man's place.
Well, congratulations, Sendil. You had at least a handful of years there working for a good guy. Take your blood money and disappear. Go away.
Yeah. Like we brought it up before, like people at Tesla, like they hit a glass ceiling because they know like Musk is not going to promote people from within. He wants to keep all the power there, so he'll keep pushing out the good talent. And anywhere else, if Ford loses an employee that high up, 17 years running, like their stock is going to go down. These guys actually went up.
Failing upward.
Yeah.
The stock market is a scam.
Again, like Tesla doesn't operate the way a normal stock should operate. And I can't wait for one day if we ever find out what it was, what kind of manipulation it was. But this isn't normal. This isn't based on any kind of math.
Yeah, and after the whole Hitler salute thing, this is the one problem we cannot blame on Israel.
Jesus. So,
oh, yikes.
Let's jump on over to Honey Badger Stand. And one thing that I did end up seeing was Carolyn Levitt out there. She was screaming. She was asked because right now we're getting hit with all kinds of Shahed drones down there and everything else, and we're kind of running a little bit short on the Patriot missiles. And she's like, well, the reason for that is because we had a very bad administration. Again, blame Biden for anything that goes wrong. And they gave away all of our stuff. So if any of your buddies yell that out to you, just understand that under Biden, we sent over one Patriot system down there. And he also approved another one that was sent over later by Trump. After that, Trump went full Soviet asset and hasn't sent anything over. But anything that we did send over, we've talked about this before. It was our old toys. We then expensed them to the new budget, which is going to be $1.5 trillion. And we got brand new toys. Like, we stopped giving, like, we never gave away free stuff. Like, it always benefited us.
Now, you're way more into this than I am, but hear me out. I understand that, as technology progresses, some things become obsolete. Is our 2024 weapons stock just completely useless now?
No. I mean, we're essentially using like F-15s and F whatever else, like from God knows how many years ago. Like weaponry like that is going to last a long time. You can keep upgrading and everything else. But as far as missiles go, missiles have a shelf life. Like for an example, the attack missile rounds that we gave to Ukraine, they were older ones. They're also not the really good ones that we keep for ourselves. So by giving out like these we gave away our supply of cars with roll-up windows so we can then expense it and get cars with actual automatic windows and butt heaters and butt coolers.
Cool. So why do we need to spend $1.5 trillion next year on this again?
Because Israel's going to start a war with somebody else, so we got to step in as a big bro.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all I needed. I appreciate you dumbing that down for me.
Yeah, so if your friends are out there blaming Ukraine, just understand, I mean, they should kind of look in the mirror because Don Jr.'s company, he got into the drone industry, and the other day I saw a picture of it. A fully functional drone just went down in Iran, and now they're back engineering it, but he's going to get even more contracts with the government because his daddy's name. And if you want to wonder, like, who's using up a lot of our interceptor missiles and about 25 to 30% of our entire THAAD arsenal in about a 2-month span last year, it rhymes with Bizreal.
Hey, just remember, you can't say anything defamatory or else you're going to be an anti-Semite.
Yeah. So it's funny, like one of the things that we put down, the Kiga acronym, 0 views on YouTube. And it brings me back to like the one time I saw an Instagram video and I forgot who it was. She's like, and I took over here the duties over here in Meta, and ever since then, we've destroyed any kind of a post that said the Jews run the media. I'm like, wait a second.
Like, yes, I'm sorry, Miss Spanberg. Can you further elaborate?
Like, sorry. So you ended up censoring the fact that anyone who said you were censoring the media, like, oh, okay, way to dunk on them.
Well, they really owned the libs on that one.
Yeah. So, what's it called? It's a long time ago. Zelensky was at the White House, and we took a couple pot shots at him. You know, why aren't you wearing a suit? I don't know, because my country's getting effing bombed nightly. He's like, why don't you ever say thank you? Be like, because you're an a-holes and I have to pay for a bunch of things. But now we went ahead and asked them if they can help us out as far as this whole war in Iran. And did you hear Trump when he was asked about the war and starting it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so, did you want to tell the people what you heard?
Just the lack of humility and just dicking around a country for over a year, blaming them essentially for getting, invaded, and then to have to turn to these same people and be like, P.S., please show us how to protect ourselves.
Well, he was on Fox News either today or yesterday, and he's like, right now we have really cheap intercepted drones. Like, who'd you get them from? And he just completely glanced over that part.
He's a sociopath. There's no other way to describe it. Just that the man has no feelings in or out.
Did you see him when he was asked about the actual the Iran war, however, and the reason that started?
Well, pin in that one. Well, go ahead.
So there was this one thing, and it's essentially just a clip of Trump speaking. He's like, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, Marco Rubio. Marco really helped out a lot. They told me that they were going to attack.
Do me a favor. Can you speak up a little bit? Because the loud beeping from the bus backing up is kind of drowning you out.
Yeah. He's tossing these people like, the following people told me things, and I went to war. It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe you want to talk to one of your generals. It's like you went to the mechanic. Like, you went to go buy a new car, and instead of going to your mechanic, you went to your Pilates instructor. Like, hey, man, what do you think about this? Like, I don't know. Looks like an oil leak. Like, that's a bad transmission, bro. Like, nah, I don't trust you.
I promised myself I'd never be sympathetic towards Rubio. Man, this is a rough 30 days for that guy.
I hope it gets worse. He needs a lot more coming his way, but on the bright side, the whole thing, it's the Iranians are getting ready to, I think they have closed off the Strait of Hormuz, and that's where about 20% of our oil comes from. But we are doing God's work as we're really helping China here and other countries because they get a lot of their energy from the straits. This is something Trump said, and then he continued, we have a good relationship with China. It is my honor to do it. So in case you're wondering why 7 U.S. service members are dead, 140 are injured, and we're about $2 billion in the hole in about 2 weeks, it's to help China from actions that we caused.
But it's our honor, so.
Yeah.
So even the lies don't match anymore. Like, at least there used to be a little bit of effort in it. Now.
Like, what happened to, like, I own China, China's trying to rob us? He's like, I will put them in their place. He's like, I'm just going to get into my cuck chair and help them do whatever they need to do in their Hormuz. Like, send more of those troops.
Well, maybe it has something to do with that $12 billion worth of pork they're not buying from us this year.
It's okay. We're going to send them NVIDIA chips, and they're going to tell us they're going to buy it, and then not buy a single one.
Well, luckily, we're still supplementing our farmers, so that should... Well, never mind. That went to the war, too.
Wrong. We're trying to pass the supplementation for our farmers as part of $50 billion for the war.
But that was already promised.
Yeah. Well, we're going to promise more now.
It's almost like you can't trust this guy.
Weird, a pathological liar who's been given a hall pass to do anything he wants by the Supreme Court is doing anything he wants? Well, I didn't vote for this. I didn't think he was going to do this.
No, it's not that I can't make sense of what's happening or this seems just very evil and corrupt. You've got Trump derangement syndrome.
I honestly thought he was going to deport brown people. I never thought his policy would affect me. I thought living in a trailer park, he would understand where I come from.
Yeah, I thought I just didn't like, child murderers and, corrupt people. But it turns out I just had Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome.
I thought Biden sniffing people's hair was the worst thing a president could ever do to a woman.
No, it turns out the worst thing we could do is try to make a woman that president.
Well, at least we finally have someone who doesn't have a period every month and isn't always sliding off the rails. We finally have a clear, conscious leader.
Yeah, if we had actually put a woman of color in charge, could you imagine those midnight rants on social media or random tales from White House staffers
Yeah.
about furious temper tantrums and throwing ketchup bottles and stuff?
Probably holding her pressers at Sephora, anywhere not the White House.
Yeah, just worried, not even worried about the country, just worried about how much makeup she can cake on her face.
Inviting the actual Olympic team and then feeding them hamburgers.
Raping kids. Well, either way, we can go on and on.
There's a lot of things here, but let's get back to the hits. On Monday, in a post on X, Zelensky confirmed that 11 countries, including us, the Gulf and European countries, have requested Kiev's help, and some requests have already been met with concrete decisions and specific support. And this is kind of cause and effect because the U.S. wasn't helping. Like when Trump came in, they stopped supporting, and even during Biden, all the aid was taking a long time, and the Ukrainians had to adapt. And last week, we kind of told you guys about Wild Hornets, but another one came out. Another company is called General Cherry. Their logo is amazing. It's a giant firecracker with an evil face and a little general helmet. There's one called Odin. They have one called Skyfall. The market down there is just ripe for everyone to start a company, and I don't think it's stopping anytime soon, regardless of a 24-hour promise or not.
So Skyfall was Bond, Odin was Archer, and this whole control the media thing was done on Tomorrow Never Dies. So I feel, and this could just be me, because as you know, you're the educated one, I'm the idiot that learns from television. I have a theory that all these idiots are just going off of one guy's word who's just like, know what I saw on a TV show one time? And they're like, yeah, let's run it. Control the media.
Be an interesting take. Those lizard people, I don't know if they can change the channels. It just might be on the Bond channel.
Thanks, TMC.
It's have you had a chance to take a look at some specs on a Shahed drone?
I did not.
All right. So apparently we're all going to be hearing a lot more about these Shaheds because Iran, like our president, says, no. There's no take backsies. We're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. So a Shahed 136, it's the most common one. It has a max speed of about 115 miles per hour, an effective range of about 1,100 to 1,500 miles, so it can fly that long. And it has a 90-pound charge on it. And they cost between 20 and 35 grand. So the Ukrainians are printing 3D interceptors between 1 and 2 grand a pop. They fly as high as 10,000 feet. Some of them can fly up to 3.1 miles up in the air and have speeds routinely over 170 miles. And one of them was clocked doing 263 miles per hour. So it more than doubled the Shahed out there. But go ahead and fire up your 3D printer and see if you can print anything right now, like that can fly 3 miles up in the air. And while you do that, I'm going to kill off some of your friends and your neighbors and start bombing you every night. So good luck.
So I will say this about Zelensky. He is way more of an adult than I will ever be. The fact that when we had to go to him to be like, we need your help on these drones, and he didn't immediately call a press conference to go, thank me first. I want you to thank me.
After all this is over, he's going to stick out his tongue and we're going to notice the part where he bit off because he had to just bite down all these times. Like, mother effer.
Honest to God, that's real. That's true leadership. Somebody who could hold that back, I could not have. I'm too petty.
The amount of fist clenching he's got to do. He's like, you want me to do what after you did what? And he's like, okay.
I want you to plant your lips on my left cheek while J.D. Vance plants his lips on my right cheek. And this is what I want to be on the cover of Time magazine.
Also, an autographed picture of Jesus Christ. Get the F out of here. I'm not helping you.
And honestly, I'm another one, and I know this isn't really everybody else's fault. When because it seems like everybody's gone to Ukraine. Why Ukraine hasn't been like, sure, all you got to do is come on over here and help us with this Russia problem, and we'll be right with you. Like the fact that he's actually taking time out from helping other countries in a war that he does not have any stake in, while continuously getting bombed on his own. How do you do that?
He's like, oh, now you guys care about the Shaheed? You want to find out more about it? Like, oh, weird. Where were you guys? I don't know, 4 years ago.
Tell you what, if you want a first-hand look, why don't you send troops over our way and maybe some artillery, and then they can tell you all about it themselves.
Yeah. We're holding a little seminar down at the Zaporozhye region. Come on down. The hours? Oh, it's 24/7, baby.
Yeah. Make sure you come during a holiday or funeral.
Yeah. Just stop by the local market at daytime when a lot of people are assembling. You should be able to hear the motors.
Yeah, you know what? Kudos to Zelensky. I could not be that. I will never be that level of leader where I'm just willing to swallow my pride and do the right thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, in between, like, helping everybody out, trying to defend their own people, like Ukraine's not stopping. Like, on Saturday, they went ahead and blew up a Shaheed factory in occupied Donetsk. And they used a combination of the attack mods from the U.S., British cruise missiles, most likely the Storm Shadows, and they also sprinkled in a couple of flamingos and drones from domestic origin. And Zelensky then came out, he's like, hey man, if you send us more weapons, we'll keep doing this. And I'm sure under his breath, he's like, you mother effers don't send us weapons. We're going to keep doing this regardless. He's like, we have nice intel now. We have missiles at work. Like, rock and roll.
Not to mention, we're 3D printing our own drones for literally pennies on the dollar, and nobody seems to be able to figure out how to stop me yet.
Yeah. Like, Don Jr.'s out there reverse engineering Shaheeds. He's like, these are the drones we're making. Like, cool, still 30 grand. Here's one for $2, and it flies 3 miles in the air.
It crashed because when we were trying to finish the plans, Eric ate the last 4 crayons.
We also gold-plated all of our drones.
Yeah.
Don't ask us who, but it clearly was not my father. Like, it was my dad.
Who would have thought spray painting something gold and letting it shine around in the sun and making it an easier target to pick up?
Yeah, like, amazing. But let's go back to domestic events. We started this whole thing off and saying that we're up to 7 people killed. The latest one is actually Sergeant Benjamin Pennington, and he was 26 years old. And he actually, this wasn't a new attack that killed him. This was the original, initial strike back by Iran who had been trying to nurse him. But he passed away on Saturday. But again, we're doing things for China, so I guess even Steven, he died in vain. Well, he did die in vain, but yeah, not according to the government.
Yeah, I understand you guys, you people, sign up for this. You actively put yourself up for the most dangerous job on planet Earth in our history, honestly. And this sucks. I know he freely signed up for it unless a court ordered him to enlist, but this is not what we signed up for, guys. It's
well, I mean, Big Homie's 26? If he signed up when he was 18, he may have signed up before Trump was president. It's like, all right, fair enough, clear sailing. We're scaling down all these wars. Like, oh God, he wants to do what?
Yeah, this is it's a tough pill. There's already way too many people dead here, just from our side, selfishly.
Yeah.
Plus another, 180 injured.
Yep. And that count's only going to go up. And one of the things I saw, it's like they were interviewing Bushy. And they were like, yeah, they talked to him about golf. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, why'd you stop golfing? He's like, dude, I couldn't golf during, all these anti-terrorism attacks. He's like, I didn't think it'd be right for the families. And it, right below, it's a picture of Trump on a golf course just this Saturday. Like, that guy doesn't give an F.
Not even a little bit, but, my aunt has a picture on Facebook of Jesus with his hand on his shoulder, so maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe Jesus picked out his wardrobe, because I know last week I told you guys Trump never made it to Dover for the transfer of the troops. Apparently he did. And he wore a nice sparkly white hat with gold letters from his swag shop that said USA, and he ended up saluting in it. And nothing says I respect the troops than showing up in a white baseball cap of your own doing. And I sent you guys there and saluting him off.
In our president's defense, at least somebody was smart enough to stop him from wearing the Trump was right about everything hat instead. So, glass half full.
It was actually so bad that Fox News started airing like footage of him at another event where he wasn't wearing the stupid hat, and people called out Fox like, "You guys know we lie, but yeah, I guess we'll apologize on this one since you caught us in the cookie jar."
Well, I mean, like I said, fool me once for $700 million. I guess shame on you. Fool me twice. They're not getting fined this time around.
It's part of the course. They already stated on public record, like, no one should treat us as news. Like, well, everyone who watches you does.
Also, we're now suing 60 Minutes. So
For what? Like, I don't know. We got our boy in the White House. We're going to win.
I can't wait till Gavin Newsom makes them put up a giant streamer on the screen like the entire time, like it's a 9/11 ticker. And it's like, this is strictly satire. This is not news. These are not facts. These are opinions only.
Fox has to be changed over to Onion Network.
They're going to put a DUI lock on all their microphones so Pete can't get his job back.
Who knows what's going to happen? I hope we get there, but I don't know if we ever will. And there was an article. Did you see the one of Carolyn Levitt being asked about a couple? Well, I should be more specific. She was asked about some mothers coming out and saying, "Whoa, we're kind of worried about the draft." And her response is, "President Donald Trump wisely does not remove options off the table. The president is commander-in-chief, wants to continue to assess the success of this military operation." So, like, they're not ruling it off the table. And as a wise man named Eminem once said, "I'm 28. They're going to take you before they take me, homie." And honestly, if you've ever been online with any kind of Trump gear, I think you should move to the front of the line of that draft.
I think you should be right there under the command of Joe Rogan and Andrew Schultz and Theo Vaughn. And, you should follow them into war. He knows karate, so, you guys should be cool. Also, every single person in ICE.
Yeah. Like, you did that, like, they should be fine print. Be like, "Oh, yeah, well, we should just tell them, like, yeah, man, your $50K bonus is like, it's over in Iran. On to the jet."
Buddy, you want Doge? All those guys already have the tactical gear from Amazon.
Yeah.
Imagine the savings.
They don't have the cameras for recording, so we're good.
Yeah, and they're already trained to kill civilians, so why not do it?
Just drop them off and tell them it's Ferguson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this place is full of Browns. Like, yeah, it's Ferguson, Missouri. Those are all Somalis. Like, fair enough. In the van.
Are we going to tell them it's just because we refuse to fix their water? Nope. Let them go.
Like, oh, by the way, Greg Bavito's in charge, so his ROIs apply. Like, here we go, boys.
Oh, I hate that we're the bad guys now.
But I mean, honestly, it might get worse because currently our wars overseas and our losses are kind of minimal, to be honest, as far as all of this. But we're in a turtle shell and we're still taking L's because we're losing troops. We're getting them injured. But when Trump was asked about possible attacks by Iran stateside, it wasn't like, hell no, I'm going to crush him, destroy him, hell and fury. He's like, I don't know. It might happen. You all should prepare for it.
Some of you may die, but that is a choice I'm willing to make.
Yep. That was our album art a couple episodes ago, and it still holds true.
Well, but I mean, we're probably covered here on stateside, right?
I mean, we did just lose Kristi Noem, but I don't want you guys to forget, and we went over this before, but Thomas Fugate, or Fugate, I don't know how to say it. I'm going to say it one word that's kind of shouldn't be said anymore. It has an F and a G in it, guys. You connect the effing dots. But Thomas graduated college about 2-3 years ago, and shortly afterwards he posted "Onward and Upward" with a rocket emoji. And the reason I'm bringing up Thomas is because he is now the Department of Homeland Security official overseeing the government's main hub for terrorism prevention. So, yeah, you're in good hands, America. Sleep well.
So this kid's like 25, right?
Not even that, I don't believe. Might be even lower.
Yeah, you know what? Can't wait for 9/11 Electric Boogaloo.
I'm sorry, he's 23.
Have you ever even met a 23-year-old that you didn't want to murder?
Have you seen this guy's picture? Honestly, right now, everybody, Thomas with an H, Fugate, Fugate. Go ahead and Google it, and the first image that comes up, it's a punchable face.
If so, strictly off vibes, this kid is going to Cash Patel this job.
Oh, he's already has.
Like, it's just going to be selfies and, hanging out with Kid Rock and every other degenerate loser slime ball. It's going to be like these are going to be like, this is a 4-year vacation, buddy. Woo!
I'll give him credit. We haven't heard anything about him so far. We heard a lot of things about Cash. So maybe this guy's actually flying underneath the radar.
Well, you trust a 23-year-old with anything, and I'll do the opposite.
I mean,
unless he can morph into a stripper, there is nothing good about 23-year-olds anyway.
Well, he's done less than Patel. That's all I'm saying. We set the bar really, really low.
So far.
Yeah. So this one goes out to all the Patriots out there. I want to remind everyone that we are Erica Kirk. And Charlie's gone, but the future is female. And just a heads up, Erica was appointed to the Air Force Board of Visitors. And I had to actually look this up. I'm like, what the F is this? Apparently, Charlie was actually on this board, and he went to one meeting, and he complained about the Air Force chapel not being finished. Then he left the place, a couple months passed, and he got shot. But Erica now joins the new DHS boss, Mark Wayne, also Senator Tommy Tuberville, and honestly, I knew the chair force was the softest branch, but a bunch of civilians telling you what to do, you guys have sunk to a new low.
Aside from, the obvious nightmare blunt rotation, how is the rest of the Air Force not screaming DEI right now?
Well, you wouldn't be surprised, but the board did not announce the appointment. The White House and the Air Force Academy didn't immediately respond to the comment. And that should tell you something. When you got a brand new appointee and people are reaching out, and they're like, we don't want to effing talk about it. And I can only imagine whoever, the commandant equivalent of the Air Force, he wakes up at an early 9:15, goes to his computer to check his email, and he's like, what the F is this? He's like, I got to get who on the board now? And, it's just full-on nepotism. And the amount that they scream about DEI and how much DEI they do, it's insane.
Yeah, well, it's a shame that Erica is not listening to the forever words of her past husband about nobody should ever listen to a single mother.
Yeah.
But now a whole branch of our military is, evidently. So, again, Charlie was wrong.
Did you hear about what's it called? Our wonderful state wanted to pass Charlie Kirk license plates?
No, but I am not shocked at all.
So apparently, I think, what's it called? Someone is kind of shooting it down, but a bunch of, surprise, surprise, Republicans were actually doing it. They had a little photo op. They stood with these little license plates, and they were going to be $25 to the license plates that people would pay. And the fine print was, Turning Point was going to pocket 17 of these dollars.
Huh. I don't know. And seems radically, corrupt, but you know what? Honestly, only taking 17, maybe this administration's learning some lessons.
Buddy, that's more than half. I know, what's it called? We invaded Venezuela with U.S. troops and our U.S. weapons, and then parked 100 million of it in a Qatari bank account. But, this one right here, to have a government issue license plate and do a kickback to a private company? That's new.
I hope they do it. And Turning Point can have my $17 for my LOL license plate.
NECKSHT. That's 7 letters, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? We could have fun with it. So you know what? They can have it. I'm for it now. Go ahead. As long as there's no BS, well, you can't put that on a license plate. As long as they're cool with it going both ways, I'm great with it. Take your $17.
Well, humor is back, as Elon has told us.
Yeah. Thanks, Elon. So it's been about a week now, and we're still, quote, investigating, unquote, who blew up a girls' school in Iran. While it's clear that it was definitely a Tomahawk missile that destroyed the school and about 170 of the students inside, the real question is, who fired this missile? Now, I love a good old-fashioned elaborate whodunit, so let's take a look at the suspect, shall we?
I mean, this isn't a Scooby-Doo mystery. Like, we know where the missiles come from. Like, we can track this stuff.
Hey, buddy, I don't stomp on your shticks, so you sit there quietly and shut your face.
Fair enough.
So, according to our fearless leader, he believes it was Iran themselves that destroyed the Iranian girls' school. Now, we know our president loves a false flag operation, but even for these women-hating countries, blowing up 170 kiddos seems slightly far-fetched.
Are you going to get into his speech when he was asked about this?
No.
'Cause
It was hard enough to sit there and listen to it.
It was so good. He's like, why did you say this? He's like, I don't know. This is just I don't know much about this, but he's like, but I think it was Iran. Like, why would they shoot their own girls' school? He's like, I don't know much about the subject. And from a guy who's a master of everything, when he says, I don't know much about that, like, that really throws you off.
It's like he's already planting seeds for his defense at The Hague. So Trump was like, Iran's got Tomahawk missiles. That's all they do. Everybody knows they have them. This was them. Iran shot their own school up. Chuck Schumer, who again, we S all over on this podcast, called the Iran theory beyond asinine, saying about Trump, claims that Iranian Tomahawk missiles were responsible for the bombing of an all-girls school that killed 170 people, including many children. Iran doesn't have Tomahawk missiles, Donald Trump. So, good.
I bet you he's regretting not giving Ukraine Tomahawks now. He's like, oh, this would have been so good for Russia to say it was Ukraine.
See, that's the kind of thought you need to get a sequel going. So between Trump and Schumer, we're at a classic he said, she said conundrum, right? So let's try this a different way. According to a quick Google search, the US, the UK, and Australia are the only countries currently with Tomahawks, with deals in place for Japan and the Netherlands to join our super cool club a little bit later this year. So the conclusion, we 100% blew up that girls' school with all the kids are still in class. And we are not the good guys anymore, man.
Yeah, like, there was two countries that were bombing Iran. It was us and Israel. And Israel apparently doesn't have them, Tomahawks. So we're the only ones launching them into the country. Like, it's pretty safe to say that was ours.
Yeah, and I'm also pretty sure Hegseth took a photo op behind, like, the hotspot map, and it was definitely within that area of where we were going to be blasting. But yeah, it was probably Iran, right? No. Luckily for us, Trump seems to think this war should be over in short order, just like that whole Russia-Ukraine dust-up that got settled a year ago. The only problem is I don't think he mentioned that to Iran themselves yet. Parliament, Mohammed Bagar Ghaliba, sorry, I absolutely massacred that, spoke today, and, well, let's just let him tell us. Let the enemy know that whatever they do, we will undoubtedly respond with proportionate and immediate retaliation. No malice will go unanswered, and today we decree the rule of eye for an eye, bluntly, without exception. And then, just to make it even more painfully clear, he added, if they initiate war on infrastructure, we will undoubtedly target their infrastructure. Spoiler, guys, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, like, Trump's like, okay, cool, I'm done with this war. Like, I've changed my mind. Like, no. You can't back out of this one. Like, you went to this country and you blew up an all-girls school. Like, they're not backing down from this one. You murked their leader. Like, and that was the first Ayatollah that actually died in war. Like, you made a martyr out of the Ayatollah because all the other ones, like, old time took him away. This one got killed in war. They're big into the whole martyrdom thing.
Yeah, you basically cantonized that guy, and people aren't going to lay this one down, buddy. This is a long road ahead of us unless we take a real specific shortcut, which kind of, sets off everything else with the world ending.
Well, I mean, what's it called? Iran, they released, like, their requirements, like, cool. Like, Israel goes back to before October 7th lines, and, like, that's not happening. Like, and I stopped reading after that.
Well, it's because they're anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
So, with the Strait of Hormuz getting strangled and everybody targeting each other's oil reserves, you can bet your sweet ass the price of a brick is going up no matter where you get your bricks from.
I still don't get it. Well, first of all, how the Democrats are making gas prices go up, it's still beyond me. But if we get 20% of our oil there, and now we've okayed for the Russians to get like sell their oil to India, why is it going up more than 20% at the pump?
Well, it's still capitalism.
Ah,
You dumb commie socialist.
well, I hope we keep giving out subsidies to Exxon and Valvoline and every other gas station or Sinclair like we have here in Arizona.
Well, I think to put a bow on this episode, the real question we all need to ask ourselves, like truly deep look in the mirror and check your soul. Why did Joe Biden do this?
Yeah. Why does he keep doing this? Why does he keep trying to make our president fail? Like he's a guy of peace. Just out there. I mean, in order to stop a war, you have to start one. It's just simple math.
Yeah, it's like I can't miss you if you don't leave. Only the exact opposite, because we're never getting out of this war either.
So, if we're still around, we'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey. Hug your loved ones. Punch a red hat.
Before we get drafted.
Yeah.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.